like?
Sideburns.
Oh, sideburns, yeah. But the style of that is like much chopped me a lot.
But you know, the funny thing is that we were working together for a year or two, and nothing happened or something.
I was gonna ask him a lot of something.
And then I was planning on going on a world trip, and then we went to a festival, and you texted me, "Let's have a beer together." That was one of the first times I think we had like fun in a private situation. And then that happens more often, and I think that.
Yeah, I got you. But
I don't know. I do remember telling to my mom about him, and then she was like, "Is this a smart move? I feel like you're falling in love, but you're going on a world trip. Like you go to a different type of office." And I was like, "Well, it's not smart, but you know how fun we
it's just a different type
And
of
then we got into a relationship, and a few months after that,
Yeah, so
I left.
But I think
shit.
And you let me go.
But you were so supportive. You were like,
He was always like, "This is your
That's
child's
physical
dream.
card or cash.
You have to do it, and I'm not going to interfere. You're going by yourself."
But such a good like.
I know,
relationship, yeah.
and it was good actually because I was so in love with him that it worked out. Like 10 months, it wasn't even a problem. And then he came to China for 3 weeks, and he came to Cuba for 2.5 weeks.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we met
got
up.
time, yeah.
And then by the time I came back, he worked at a different company, so he
After you went to
started a new job. The company he works at now, still. And I went back working for them again. So then we were
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
I have two.
Yeah, where are you going? What's your stop?
Milford.
Yeah.
Are you sad to go?
I am. Yeah. You are.
No, I mean when you went on the road trip.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, I don't know. The first time I left the Netherlands wasn't the biggest problem because back then I knew that he was coming to China. So it was only a month before I would see him again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then when we had to say goodbye in China, he didn't plan anything after that. So then it was like
9 months.
there's like 8
That's a
months
long
left.
time.
Yeah,
That's
very
a long
long.
time.
So that was very hard, and then we had to cry. Like you had to cry. It was awful. And then I do remember it was my birthday. My parents were visiting me in Vietnam, and then they brought a birthday card for me from him.
Oh.
And then he wrote in the birthday card that he booked tickets to come to Cuba again. And then it was the best birthday present ever. So I was so happy.
How soon after that? Like,
And then so the longest time we spent apart was 4 months.
okay. Did
Yeah.
you like FaceTime? Like,
Yeah, we just or
Yeah,
call.
yeah.
But
Quite
the
a lot
time
of time
difference,
difference.
yeah.
Sure, yeah.
I think the months I spent in Asia were
Okay.
kind of good because by the time he woke up, I was also awake, and because I went to bed late and he woke up early, it was kind of similar.
Yeah.
But when I was in the U.S., so
West Coast.
I was in the West Coast, the time difference was
Yeah.
so bad. And then when he woke up, I went to bed. When I woke up, he went to bed.
Yeah.
That was a
Probably
tricky
the worst
situation. I think
ever.
that
Yeah.
month we almost had arguments, I would say.
Sure, yeah.
But also
You
after
just
that I
weren't-
came to Cuba. So.
Yeah, and then I was like, I think if you didn't come to Cuba, maybe it would have gone a different way.
There's just
Because
how
it was
the same deal.
stressing. Yeah, it was stressing.
it all worked out. It was supposed to. It was meant to be.
Yes. Yeah. And it was in Cuba. It was so much fun to see each other again.
Yeah.
And then I only had.
You're in Cuba. It's crazy.
I know. Right?
Yeah, I know. Cuba is crazy. It was fun though. I was very happy that he was there because it's very different. Like
Okay.
afterwards, I was so happy that.
Were you
You had
scared
somebody-
going anywhere like by yourself?
Well, in Cuba.
Like
Oh no,
India travel?
in Rio? No, in Rio I wasn't scared. In Cuba, I think Cuba
I
was
think
the
in the
scariest
end,
part.
I think it's good I came to both China and Cuba
Yeah.
because I think those were probably the worst
The
ones
worst
to
ones
do
for me.
by yourself.
Okay. Yeah.
I spent
China
4
is
days
insane.
alone in China, and I had fun, but I didn't leave Beijing. I think the first time I needed to travel was when Moto was there,
Yeah.
and it immediately went wrong because he put his name in wrong. He put in like
Made it
Willen
like
instead of Willen.
How dare you?
One
Never
type
forget it.
Yeah.
spell that
And he's like,
this
well,
letter
you can
needs to be
see that
capital.
it's me.
Yeah.
It says
Yeah, yeah,
Wouter Willem Joep, and it was Wouter Willem Joep.
I made it, the M I made it.
And she's like, no, that's
Oh
not you.
my
It's a
God.
different name.
Are you
And I'm
serious?
like,
They look
Jesus.
that close?
Yeah.
I feel like I'd be like, that's close enough.
Right,
Like,
right.
I wouldn't even look that
They
closely.
were giving us such a hard time.
Oh
And then
my
there was
gosh.
one, there were like 36 counters, and one of them was English. And there was like a line of 1.5 hours.
Oh my
Because
god.
everyone that was speaking
Right.
English was in that line.
Yeah.
And all the other like counters were just closed, like no one was there. It was crazy. But it was
Right.
a funny experience. And then I think Rio was the one, like supposed to be the most scary part, but that's the only thing I did with it because my mom and dad were allowed
Wanted
me
you
to do
to?
that alone.
Rio?
Rio, well, I started
If you're
it.
in a certain salary grade,
Yeah.
you can only. They basically say you need to cross at a level, at the same level basically.
Yeah.
So that
So you're
people
not
don't
getting
start
that.
job at the same company.
Yeah.
I can see, yeah.
But
Just to
now it's
jump
like I
in
want to
the
make
skill.
like a serious step, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I like this job, but it's like 2 grades above. It's
Okay.
impossible, you know. But if it was external, you would just say like,
Yeah,
fuck
right.
it,
You have
Yeah, but you think they'd
experience.
want to like look within first, like
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
you gotta
yeah,
hire someone in the company
definitely.
already.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why we have to pay the bills.
Ew.
My savings only last as long.
Yeah.
No, well, I will find a job. I'm not worried about that part.
Are you gonna wait like until after you like
I think as soon as we go home, I will start applying. But
Okay.
I know that I will only be starting after the baby's born.
How long do you want to wait to go back to work?
So we get pregnancy leave in the Netherlands. What was it again? 10 weeks?
I get it longer. Just have to look whatever.
No, I don't remember, but I will do like regular pregnancy leave and then start working.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I thought it
2
was
years.
10 weeks, but he thinks it's longer.
It's quite long.
Yeah.
It's like
3 months?
3-4 months at least.
Andy gets 3 months of maternity leave.
For the guys,
For the
it's better
guys.
in US than in the Netherlands.
Oh, really?
Like when you sign up, they want to know like how many days, how many weeks.
How many hours?
Have you too?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
rather have.
Sure. Yeah.
I told her the good thing about 62 is like if you have like, let's say you have 2 weeks off together, you can bring the baby to the daycare
Yes.
day and you can
And you
just
can have a
do
day for
whatever
the 2
you
years.
want.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you guys can spend time just the two of you.
Yeah.
I
Which is
know
also
some
good
people
for a couple. I think.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
have some quality time.
And then, yeah, the kids still have a routine to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least you have the option to bring.
Is it expensive?
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because, it's also nice to spend time with the kids.
Yes.
Yeah, as soon as my